welcome guys to another episode. As promised, I said I'd get out and do a bit of fishing on a budget. Today you join me at one of my local lakes. This is a place where I used to come as a kid. It's called Clearwater Lakes in Ranskill. It's a commercial fishery. It's stocked heavily full of carp. It's absolutely stuffed with them in here. The fish go up to around about £30 I believe. Not that I've ever seen anything that big. I have had quite a few 20s out of here in the past, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to basically, I've been getting a lot of questions and people are asking me what type of venues to go to. I didn't quite realise just how many people was watching the blogs that are quite new to angling or never even fished before. So hopefully this gives you some sort of insight as to what you need and where you can go. If you're starting, I do strongly suggest a little commercial lake like this. And if you pop into your local tackle shop, they'll give you all the advice you need. Today, what I've brought with me, some Coppens pellets. Now these are good feed pellets. These are what carp are reared on in stock ponds and things like that. Like I said, if you go into your tackle shop and ask them, I'm sure they'll have some really budget stuff. You can get like Skretting and Coppens. Most tackle shops bag their own up these days. So if you go in and ask for that. And the other thing that I've got with me is good old trusty luncheon meat. I've cubed this up, chopped it up, cubed it up. That cost me £1.20, and the pellets there, they was from Hallcroft Fisheries, and they cost me £1 a bag, so I can't really go wrong there. So we're fishing for £2 there. The setup I'm using is actually my son's setup, believe it or not. This is an Avanti, this is a carbon all-rounder it's called. I actually picked this up second hand and it cost me £10, and it was 2 rods in one. It actually comes with a feeder section and a float section. And the reel that's on there, I picked that up for £5, and that's an Avanti Method Master. Couple that, I've got some TF gear line on there. It's actually red monofilament that. And that's £8 breaking strain. And to the business end, I've just attached a little pole float, and then I've tied a little hook link on the bottom. It's a size 12 barbless hook. It's got to be barbless here. You are allowed to use a size 10, but I've chosen to use a size 12 because it suits the pellets what I'm fishing and the meat that I'm fishing. So yeah, I've got a £6 bottom on. The bottom is actually Drennan. This is Bob Nud stuff. That was recommended to me in the tackle shop. That cost me £3.95. It is worth spending a bit of money on a decent hook link material. It doesn't matter so much about what's on your actual reel unless you want to start getting into casting and things like that. All you need to do is just go into your tackle shop and ask them, and they've got endless of stuff. I used to spend loads of time when I was younger rummaging through the discount box in the tackle shop, and I used to dig right to the bottom of the bucket and see what bargains I could find. I mean, going back to when I used to come fishing here, it was in my teens. I used to work all week doing a paper. I used to get up early every morning, and then as soon as I got paid on the Saturday, I'd go out fishing, and then on the Sunday morning I'd get on my bike and I'd go down to the car boot and see what bargains I could pick up. So yeah, let's get going then. Let's see what we can catch. There we go, look. You see, it's not all about spending loads on expensive baits and expensive tackle. You know, you can get out and catch fish just like this. That's what it's all about, just having a bit of fun. Lovely jubbly. Well, I ain't got long left, so I'm going to slip this back and see if we can catch another one. There we go, look, a nice little mirror. That took quite a big piece of luncheon meat, to be honest. Let's slip him back. I've literally got about 20 minutes left, but I'm enjoying this. It's great playing fish on that light rod, it really is. Here we go, look, bit of a Quasimodo this one. I'm going to slip him straight back because he's really lively. Well, it's time to pack up now. One for the road, so they say. I don't know how many I've had, but I fished a couple of spots, same tactics, just fishing in the margins, feeding quite heavy over the top. I was just trying to stimulate you know, an angler going home and chucking all his bait in the edge. It seems to work really well on commercial type waters, so that's a good tip for you. Well, there we go, the session's come to an end now. It's just starting to rain as well, so I'm quite pleased I'm packing up. Sorry it's only been a short little video, but it's been quite hard work. I could have caught plenty of fish if I wasn't messing about with the camera. But I did have a go in another little peg when I first arrived here. Here's the clips of them fish now. And there he is, look. A nice little common, probably about £4. Not massive, but on light tackle, I've forgotten just how fun it is. Let's slip him back and see if we can get another. Beautiful little fish that. Little gem. Let's slip him back. great fun, loving it. Let's slip him back. And again, I hope that's answered a few of the questions that I've been receiving. It's not rocket science. At the end of the day, you can't really go wrong. If you go into any local tackle shop, they'll provide you with hook to nylons, floats, all sorts. And like I say, if you scour the car boots, and these days if you're blessed with like eBay and things like that, you can pick up some really cheap setups. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a couple of links in below of some really cheap setups that will get you going, pretty similar to what I've been using today. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again sometime.